Hey there, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and I'm here to let you know that I'm going to be hosting a worship leading workshop starting Sunday, March 9th on my Patreon page. So in this workshop, I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know in order to lead worship with confidence and to create some powerful and meaningful worship experiences in your small groups, in your ministry outreaches, or in your church. So this is going to be a 4-part series spanning over 4 weeks, and it's going to begin on Sunday, March 9th. And the way that it's going to work is that I'm going to be hosting a live session every Sunday starting Sunday, March 9th. Of course, you don't need to be there for the live session in order to participate. If you can't make it to the live session, you can always catch the replay. I will be posting them after the sessions are complete. And so you can still participate if you can't make it live, and you can still ask questions and post comments and participate with the entire class that's going to be going through it together live. And it's always great to be able to do things together as a group. It just helps with the completion rate and you actually sticking with it all the way through to the end. So I'm going to be giving out practices and worksheets for each one of these sessions in the workshop, and you'll have access to all of that whether you can make it to the live session or not. So right now I'm going to go over each one of the parts that we are going to cover during this worship leading workshop. For the very first part, which we're going to cover on Sunday, March 9th, that one is called the Essential Guitar Skills for Worship Leading. So in that one, we're going to cover all of the skills you need in order to lead worship, and that's going to cover the chords, the strum patterns. Transposing is a very important thing to know when you're going to be leading worship. Another thing we're going to cover is dynamics, how to add dynamics to worship songs to make them more emotional and to have more life and depth to them. We're also going to be talking about singing and playing guitar at the same time. We're going to be covering a little bit of finger picking because this is important if ever you want to play instrumentally, either during prayer time or a scripture reading or something like that. It's very, very great skill to have to be able to just play instrumentally on top of those moments. And then we're also going to cover how to create some simple song sets. I'm going to be talking about the best way to pick out songs for that will flow really well together. And by the end of that first part, we're going to have a 4-song set that you can begin practicing right away. The second session, which will happen the following Sunday, is leading worship in small groups. So that one's going to be all about the small group Bible study or the ministry outreach or something like that, where it's a smaller, intimate setting. We're going to discuss how to adapt your worship leading to the group that you're going to be part of. You know, it's going to be different songs need to be chosen if you're going to be leading worship for kids or a nursing home. So being able to adapt to the group is going to be very important. We're going to talk about how to do that. We're also going to be talking about how to flow between songs. If you've ever tried to lead worship before, you know that the awkward silence that can come between songs or before or after the end of a set. So we're going to talk about how to make the flow nice and good to where there's no awkward silences or any awkward moments in your set. The week after that, for part 3, we're going to be talking about playing worship with a team. So this is going to either be joining a worship team at your church maybe, or just playing with other people, even if it's in a small group setting. The idea of playing with other people, with other musicians, that's what we're going to cover in part 3. So we're going to discuss how to join your church worship team. I will give you some pointers on how to do that successfully. We're going to talk about how to play with other musicians. We're also going to talk about how to transpose in order to fit with the worship leader's key that he picked for certain music that may be difficult to play on the guitar. We're also going to discuss some great tips on overcoming stage fright and how to play on a stage with confidence. And the week after that, in part 4 and the final part of this workshop, we're going to be talking about the heart and the mindset of a worshiper. So this goes beyond just the skills of knowing how to play worship music, but it goes into the mindset of a worship leader. We're going to talk about understanding your role as a worship leader and what that means. We're going to talk about the difference between vertical and horizontal worship. We're going to talk about engaging your group in the worship experience so that you're not the only one participating in worship, but getting other people involved as well. We're going to talk about handling distractions and awkward moments and a bunch of other things in this session, which I'm really looking forward to. So I know that there's a lot of you out there who this has been your goal, has been to lead worship in some way, shape, or form. And if that is you, then this would be a great opportunity for you to kickstart you into that, into completing that goal. If you're interested in participating, please feel free to click the link down below, and that will take you over to the Patreon page where you can sign up, become a patron, and that's where you will be able to get access to this workshop moving forward. All right, I look forward to seeing you in class. Take care.